One Sunday, two matches and three super overs. Yes, you heard it absolutely right. Indeed, a super Sunday for all the cricketing fans across the world in the midst of this pandemic turmoil. And to be very honest, I have never witnessed two super overs in a day, and now, after last Sunday, the entire world have witnessed three super overs in a day. And at the end of the day, it was the bottom table juggernauts, the KXIP Punjab, defeating the present IPL champions, Mumbai Indians, in an encounter that took around 4.5 hours and 44 overs to come to the final conclusion. So now, let me just brief out the rules and regulations of attaining to multiple super overs in a single game. First of all, if I talk about the bowling rules and regulations, the bowlers who will be participating in the first super over won't be allowed to bowl further in the game. So as expected, it was Jasprit Bumrah, the number one superstar from the Mumbai Indians, and Mohammad Shami, the number one superstar from the KXIP Punjab, were given the responsibilities of bowling the first super over. And eventually, after the first super over got tied, then they had to go in for other bowlers. Mumbai Indians went in for the QE sensation Trent Bolt, and KXIP Punjab went in with the young Englishman Chris Jordan. So, and talking about the batting rules and regulations, the batsmen who will be unfortunately going out in the first super over won't be allowed to participate in the next few super overs. It was Rohit Sharma and Quinton de Kock to come out and bat for the Mumbai Indians, and it was KL Rahul and Nicholas Pooran to come out and bat from the KXIP Punjab. Although both Rahul and Pooran went out to Jasprit Bumrah, and Quinton de Kock was unfortunately run out. So in the second super over, KXIP Punjab had to go in with a different set. It was Mayank Agarwal and the universal boss Chris Gayle, and Mumbai Indians also sought out with a different set, which was Hardik Pandya and Kieron Pollard. So now, if I quickly review the super over, first of all, the first thing that comes to my mind will be Indian bowling under absolutely safe hands. Both Jasprit Bumrah as well as Mohammad Shami, outstanding bowling in their respective overs for their respective franchises as well. And in the second one, Chris Jordan also leaked runs, and unfortunately Trent Bolt, he had one of the worst days in his office as well. He was not at all up to the mark in the game as well, where he conceded around 50 runs in his 4-over spell, and then in the super over, not at all up to the mark as well. Full toss to Chris Gayle, good length half volleys to Mayank Agarwal, and at the end of the day, a comfortable victory you might see in the second super over for the KXIP Punjab camp as well. And one more thing that I really have to mention, Mayank Agarwal, a match-saving six. Kieron Pollard went in big in the last delivery of the second super over as well, and Mayank Agarwal, magnificent save, and he saved 4 runs for his side. So now the only big question is, can Lokesh Rahul and company do something mission impossible in this IPL? Because Preeti Zinta and company, after a constant run of losses, have come back strongly in this IPL, and guess what? They have defeated the top 3 sides of this IPL in their last 3 fixtures. Firstly, it was the Royal Challengers Bangalore, then it was a super victory against the Mumbai Indians, and yesterday night they have defeated the Delhi Capitals. So can they do something mission impossible? Of course, to do that, they still have to fix a few areas of concern. First of all, they are overtly dependent on Lokesh Rahul and Mayank Agarwal in their batting slot, overtly dependent on Mohammad Shami in their bowling slot, and they are still a little more tentative with their finishing issues. That has always been a problem for their side as well. And to be very honest, their overseas players need to contribute. Nicholas Pooran, Chris Gayle, Glenn Maxwell, Jimmy Neesham, Chris Jordan, Mujibur Rahman, all these overseas players need to sit together and contribute for their side right now as well. If they can do that, guess what? Comebacks are always on, and KXIP Punjab can surely do something impossible and qualify for the playoffs.